What up guys, Miguel here of Tech, and we finally got our alone time with the 2019 Suzuki Jimny All Grip Pro. If you guys are interested to see what this cute little 4x4 monster can do, stay tuned and find out. Longtime Jimny fans will immediately notice these circular headlights have been part of the Jimny's heritage ever since the 1970s. They've been modernized with the help of LEDs in these housings that can get pretty bright. They can also tilt vertically now so drivers can find the perfect height to match their preferred line of sight. In addition, Suzuki has also added these headlight washers here so drivers can always make sure there aren't any dirty obstructions in the way. These vertical grills here are directly inspired from last generation's Jimny, and at the bottom of the A-pillar we get a pair of horizontal lines, a design inspired from the horizontal slits found at the sides of the second generation Jimny's hood. All these, plus the spare tire on the cargo door, are direct inspirations from previous generations, allowing Suzuki to keep the personality with this new model. Of course, a Jimny isn't a Jimny without its 4x4 capabilities. And under the hood of this two-tone GLX variant is a 1.5-liter naturally aspirated engine capable of 100 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 130 Newton-meters of torque at 4,400 RPM. The 2019 Jimny is available with either a 4-speed automatic transmission like we have here today, or a 5-speed manual transmission offered in the GL variant. Something all variants of the 2019 Jimny share are these pretty nice, rugged-looking 15-inch alloy wheels. For those of you interested in local pricing, I'll be having them flash on screen for you guys right now. Now, one of the reasons why the 2019 Jimny is so off-road capable is the fact that its chassis is built in a way where the wheels and the suspensions are hung off, with the rest of the car's body atop the chassis, giving the Jimny's body a lot more strength for off-roading. In addition, the Jimny's 4x4 system features both front and back wheels to be aligned with an axle, allowing for great stability and traction. And because of the way the Jimny's been constructed, off-road enthusiasts should be happy to hear that we get a 37-degree approach angle, a 28-degree break-over angle, and a 49-degree departure angle, which literally translates to pure stock off-road fun. Now, inside this boxy, tiny off-road monster, we get black plastic galore. That isn't without thought, of course. The decision to keep things as simple as possible here inside is again with off-road enthusiasts in mind. Black, easy-to-clean plastic is chosen because, well, obviously, it's easy to clean. But even with that thought, I can't help but comment that if they wanted to cash in on this easy-to-clean, all-black aesthetic, maybe in the next iteration, Suzuki can turn these interior roof panels black too, for easy cleaning. Nonetheless, paying homage to classic Jimny styling from the outside does extend a bit inside as well. From the air conditioning vents to the passenger handlebar, Suzuki has really cashed in on the nostalgia from previous generations, and I personally feel that's a good thing. Something more modern you all might be noticing is this pretty big 9-inch infotainment unit here. It's a touchscreen unit that allows users to access their nav, listen to music over Bluetooth, check car info, and more. Sadly, locally we don't get Android Auto or CarPlay support baked into the mix here, but I guess that's fine. Overall, I do like the infotainment implementation here. It doesn't feel like an afterthought, and from a design standpoint, that means that this display was meant to be here. Below it, we have our hazard indicator, our air conditioning vents, as well as our climate control, and below that, we have a quirky implementation for our power windows, as well as our traction control and our downhill assist button right here. And even below that, we have a placement for whatever junk you can put here in the center console here, as well as the auxiliary port, a USB Type-A port, as well as a 12-volt lighter plug is what I call it. For our gauge clusters, we have our RPM on the left and the speedometer on the right, and in the middle we get this analog display that shows us what gear we're on, how much fuel we have left, our fuel economy, and so much more. You can just customize with the info button on the left side of the steering wheel. And also found here on the left side are the media control buttons, so we have a mute button here as well. And on the right side, we have our cruise control buttons here for when you're on the highway. Over on the left side, we have our tilt functions for the headlights as well as the washer, and below it we have the controls for the adjustment of our left and right side mirrors. Here in the middle, we have some compartments. And I would have said compartments galore, but it's not. Like, do you know what's missing here in this 1.1 million car? cup holders. There are no cup holders at all in this vehicle, and it's driving me crazy. Who doesn't need cup holders? We all do. Even people who go off-road need cup holders. I mean, they gotta drink their coffee from somewhere, right? But overall, I do like the little nuances we have going on over here, like this leather-wrapped steering wheel. They didn't have to wrap the steering wheel in leather, but they did, and it's not that plush leather, but it's this rugged feeling leather that, you know, can take a beating if, you know, we are ever so inclined. As well as this leather-wrap handlebar over here with the yellow stitching and accents. It's a really nice touch. In terms of space, it's surprisingly very roomy in here. I stand 5'9", and this is my preferred driving position, so obviously we gotta check out the legroom at the back. At the back, I do have just enough legroom behind my preferred seating position, like just barely enough. I mean, the upside is there is a lot, like plenty of headroom, and we can recline these back seats, which does kind of make the whole experience a bit more comfortable. And yeah, but you know, thinking about it now, if your driver is at least 6 feet and above, you're gonna feel really, really cramped at this height. So if you have a 6-foot driver and above in front, or at least both of them in front, the people at the back have to be at the 5'5" range, in my opinion. In terms of cargo space, the 2019 Suzuki Jimny gets 85 liters when the rear seats are in use. With the rear seats folded down, we get a whopping 830 liters of cargo space, which should definitely be sufficient for all your off-road adventures. Alright, when it comes to actually driving this thing, it's good vibes all the way, especially in this two-tone kinetic yellow color that we have in our review unit. Quick little story time. The first time I got into this 2019 Jimny, I felt like off-road Mr. Bean. On the way to the office, I spotted, or this third generation Jimny spotted me and gave me a little beep beep. And I, you know, in response gave him a little honk honk. And I don't know, in that moment, I just felt like I was part of a bigger Jimny world. So yeah, apart from all that good fun, the 2019 Jimny is just as capable in the city as it is off-road. For steering, we get very good turning radius in combination with its compact form factor, making this vehicle spectacular for most urban jungle scenarios. Something I had to immediately get used to when first driving the 2019 Jimny was this allowance when steering. Because of the way the vehicle's suspension is set up for off-roading, when turning, first-time users will feel this delay in the biting point when making a turn, which does make sense for when the road or trail you're on is uneven and you don't want the suspension to be too sensitive, causing the vehicle to go all over the place. Braking in the Jimny is responsive. I don't really have much complaints there. Now, because this particular variant is equipped with a 4-speed automatic transmission, highway cruising can be a little tiresome on the engine due to the high revs from the limited gears. Which is basically why I think Suzuki added a cruise control feature in the 2019 Jimny. For those of you interested in our fuel economy numbers, flashing them on screen right now. Now, something that might scare potential buyers off is that price point. This particular variant is close to 1.1 million pesos, and we don't even get any cup holders, and that's disappointing to say the least. But of course, none of those little nuances can overshadow the great 4x4 package you're actually paying for here. Alright, so this was the 2019 Suzuki Jimny All Grip Pro. Let us know what you guys think about this vehicle in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video or want to see us do more automotive content, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified of future uploads. Be sure to visit yukatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Miguel, and I'll see you in the next one.